95.7 The Hog, Riggs and Guys Brew Review. It's happening. Happy Hour Friday here on the Morning Hog Show with that dude, Josh S.R. Perrott. S.R. Perrott, always bringing flavors of goodness to your mouth and the rest of your body, really. So thanks for bringing us flavors today.
Absolutely.
It is a Brew Friday, and the Brew Review, we're really doing brews this time. I like this.
Yeah, so I asked Guy the other day, what do you want to sample out? He said IPAs.
Yeah.
So I have an IPA variety pack.
Good call, bro.
Thank you.
I'd high five you, but you're way too far away. An IPA variety pack from
Dogfish.
the Dogfish Head.
This is actually their IPA for the holidays, 12-pack variety.
It's a beautiful box.
Comes with 4 different varieties that we'll be doing today. And
Cool.
then I have something a little extra as well.
Okay.
So this is their seasonal kind of Thanksgiving, Christmas variety. So if you see it out there, grab it now because it'll be gone. And
Oh, I got to get it. I mean, think about it. You could buy that, put a bow on it, and then just give it to yourself.
yeah, and the pricing on it's not too bad. I think it's about $23 for a 12-pack of
easy.
Dogfish.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So are there one-of-a-kind things in here that aren't normally out there?
Yep, 100%. Two of them in here you can only find in this variety pack. So you're not going to find them in 6-packs or singles or anything like that. So if you want to try these, grab it.
Smart marketing.
Exactly.
I love that. All right.
Someone's doing their job over there at Dogfish Head.
Exactly.
I know you already have lids off of things. Where are we starting?
Yeah, that makes it a little easier. So we're going to go with their flagship 60-minute IPA.
Okay.
I think if you're in the craft community, we've sampled it here a couple times, but I think if you're a craft guy, you've probably had this at some point.
Yes. And some would say the 60 minutes is has something to do with the brewing process. I say it's how long I have to take between having another one. You know what I'm saying? Space them out.
So I found a pretty interesting story about the way it's continually hopped. So what they do is for 60 minutes, they're literally continually hopping it. A lot of companies will throw in their hops and then in the boil,
right,
and that's it.
Okay.
They have a machine that is for 60 minutes dropping hops in there.
Really?
So that way it's getting fresher flavors throughout the entire boil rather than just
one big clump.
Straight shot.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
But the creator of Dogfish, when he first homebrewed to make this happen, he bought one of those, I don't know if you remember back in the day, the old vibration hockey things.
Yes, I love those games.
Yeah,
and
so-
football and hockey ones,
Yeah.
love those.
He was watching some cooking show, and they were explaining how certain foods, if you add flavors slowly or herbs or something like that, it will enhance the flavors.
Okay.
So he found one of those hockey things, drilled holes in it, turned it on, and that's what dropped the hops into the boil.
Brilliant.
Really?
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty
awesome. What horsepower is this kicking at?
cool. I believe that one is 6%.
So, okay, this is probably lower than all of them here.
Oh, it's really
I
good.
think so. We're going to be sitting in about that range for most of these, except for the next one, which will get up there.
You know the whole process. That's how I do my breakfast cereals too. I don't pour it all in the bowl and pour milk on it and go. I pour a little bit in and then toss a few more Apple Jacks in as I go, and that way nothing gets soggy.
You're a weird guy.
Wait,
Riggs.
Think about it.
Are you the guy that pours the milk in first?
That's me.
Oh man, that's a concern.
Yeah. Well,
That's why I don't go to his house
I didn't
anymore.
used to be, man, but you get burned a few times by 2%.
This-
Wow, that's great.
This is not, as you would say, a palate wrecker.
No, yeah, I think that's one of the reasons.
It's a very
they do that
light,
continually hopped.
very light.
Right. You're still getting the flavors of the hops rather than just bitterness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I support their cause there. That's a beautiful way of making a beer.
I'm all about it.
All right, what do they make next?
So next is their Imperial IPA, double IPA, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
This is their 90 minutes. So same process, but instead of 60 minutes, they're going for 90 minutes.
All right.
If I remember correctly, Imperial means it's above 8%.
Typically, yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, so we'll have to brace ourselves for it. And
So-
get the subtitles ready, Digital Mike.
Yeah, anytime it says Imperial, I want it.
Just let the reading do the trick. And look, double IPA. But don't be scared of double IPA, you know?
Smells really good.
So this one clocks in at 9%.
Okay. Now, you don't smell it. I'm not smelling 9%.
No.
Every once in a while.
You could smell it a little bit, but it's not overpowering. The very first flavor you get is definitely hops.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And this one has a nice malt backbone where the other one doesn't quite have that. It's more of hop aroma and flavor, where this one actually you get some of that malt.
This right here is a great sipping beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about that.
You're not going to be tossing this one back all day.
No.
You want to use at least 9 minutes on this, I think. What do you think about that?
9
Time
minutes
that out,
per bottle.
Set you a timer. 9 minutes, and then move on to the next. I feel like that way you can get through some stuff.
What happens when the timer goes off and you're not done? You just slam the rest of it?
You take somebody else's.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
it's-
That's right.
You get penalized.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can, yeah, there is a penalty.
Now it's 2 to
Uh-oh.
1.
Those are my house
new
rules.
Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
Maybe I am coming over.
Yeah, get a timer and we go. All right.
You guys won't even make it to dinner.
You bring the kids over and we'll do it. This is done. All right, that's happening.
The turkey is getting.
We'll set the game rules exactly. The turkey's in the middle of the table for whoever can get to it.
By the way, I
fast.
heard your show the other day. Turkey is overrated.
You think it is? Now, have you had it bathed in squeeze parquet though?
I've done it 100 different ways,
Okay.
and
The more butter, the better. That's what I
it's just
say.
tradition at this point,
All right.
in my opinion.
Okay, fair enough. What are you making then? What are you having?
Oh, I'm doing turkey,
Oh, okay.
but I
So
usually
you say turkey's overrated.
I do.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Vinny? Yeah, can you come back?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
However, so this year we usually do a fried turkey.
Yeah.
and
I
then
was
use
kidding, Josh.
Nashville hot chicken seasoning on it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Fried, huh?
change it up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I like injecting some sort of juice
Yeah.
inside of it
an
and
exceptional
let it sit
amount.
overnight.
I think this year I'm going to try the Polynesian sauce from the Chick-fil-A. I just got to get a whole lot more of it.
I actually like that sauce.
Yeah, I know it's great sauce. I'm going to give that a go. All right, this beer, fantastic, double. Where are we going next?
We're gonna move up 1.
So
Wait,
we're
that
going
sounds
to
like
go
triple.
191 minute or 61 minutes?
61.
All right. I was going to say
61 minutes.
91
Oh,
Math
minutes.
is hard, but
okay, all right,
Wasn't my best subject.
fair enough.
all right.
But I can tell you how many I've had to drink.
Yeah, fair enough. So the story on this one is the owner of Dogfish, whenever he got together with his neighborhood buddies, they would pour a glass of 60 Minute, and he would kind of do a red wine floater, if you will.
Really?
So he mixed a little bit of red wine in there.
Okay.
And it just kind of turned into its own thing.
Can you do that with any IPA then?
I don't know if I'd personally recommend
Doesn't
it,
sound like a challenge. Oh.
but we're about
Guess
to
what
find
I'm
out.
doing when I get home.
Yeah.
Red
me know
wine
that 10
floaters.
Oh, you'll know.
So this one's going to clock at 6.5%.
All right.
And what they're actually using here is grape must.
Okay. All right. So I shouldn't be. I shouldn't. You're not recommending that I should put like a maraschino cherry in my beer later and
Oh,
try
I
that
like
as
the
a
coloring.
flavor.
If you do, don't tell me.
Okay, cool. I'll keep it. Okay, I'll
This doesn't
keep
really
that
have a
on the
nose
DL.
on it either.
It does have a dark look to it though, or a darker.
Definitely has an interesting color
Yeah.
to it.
I feel like
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you got into
Okay.
Crayola set.
I'm about that.
16.
That's really not bad. You can taste the
Oh
cherry.
wow. Oh yeah. The grape. Oh, that's yeah. That is like
So the grape's definitely there.
that is like you bumped into a wine vendor and they spilled a
I
little.
taste cherry for some reason, but
Yeah.
I mean, all those flavors kind of intertwine a little bit.
I just threw cherry out there. I messed
this
with your
isn't
mind.
as hoppy either because it's 60, but it's 61.
Right.
So what is the 61 about? That's just adding the floater?
Exactly.
Okay.
Just a variation on 60 Minute. So.
What an odd, again, probably one of those things that happened and then in the lab over there at Dogfish Head, and they were like, yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
Well, some
do
of
it.
the best beers happen by accident.
Yeah,
Almost,
I do like that.
It seems like almost all the best beers happen by accident.
Yeah.
They try to do one thing, it turns out
Yeah.
awkward, and they throw a whole bunch of crap in there. You're like, oh, all right.
I was brewing beer. I was having some Swedish fish. I dropped the pack in there, and then you got a great beer.
Yeah. What we talked about last days of summer, where it fermented in the tank by accident,
Yeah.
essentially, and turned sour in the tank. Sorry, and
Yeah.
they went with it. Threw a whole bunch
Surprise.
of fruit in there, and now it's one of the best beers out there.
Great success right there. Love that.
So you dropped Swedish fish in a beer. When you were done drinking, did you go, borgy, borgy, borgy?
It was a mistake. But it was a mistake, but I felt like I could cook anything at that point. I made Belgian waffles. I'll tell you that much.
I got Josh to laugh.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's very tasty though too. That's very unique.
It is unique. That's good though.
It was really good.
All right, now this one is not.
I would
in the
definitely
sampler.
recommend
This one's
that.
in the sampler or not in the sampler.
This one is in the sampler.
Isn't okay.
Yep. So that's one of the ones you will not find anywhere else except for the sampler.
Oh, all right. I'd recommend getting that sampler then because you're going to want some of this stuff.
Now, this one looks interesting.
All right.
So the package on this one is fantastic in my opinion.
Yeah.
You'll have to look it up online. This is going to be 75-minute IPA.
Okay. A lot more math
So for
involved.
75 minutes, they're dropping those hops in slowly.
From what I understand on that one, that's correct. And then this one is also brewed with maple syrup that the owner of Dogfish's family
Really?
prepares
And
themselves.
I just mentioned waffles. That's so weird.
Exactly.
All right.
So just pour this beer
Oh,
over
yeah.
your,
I
over
love
your
that bottle.
waffles.
Yeah, I'll soak anything in it.
Now, so
Peanut
this
butter
one,
sandwich.
I grabbed it off the shelf because how can we have all these minutes and not include 75?
75, right.
So this is not the variety pack. This comes in 6-packs only right now. It is a limited release, so if you see it on the shelf, grab it because
Okay.
it will not be around forever. They do release it once a year or annually, but this is the time to grab it.
Okay. Where's some favorite places we should run to find a Dogfish
It's
Head?
definitely at Total Wine. It should be at some ABCs and potentially Lucky's as well.
Okay.
Or
All right.
you can go to srprot.com beer finder.
It's a good place to go. Virtually.
I have gone there many times before.
But don't be mistaken. If you're online and you do that, you can't drink it from the computer. You actually have to go get it.
Woo! That smells really good.
All right.
You can almost smell the maple.
Oh, it's almost like a breakfast beer. That's perfect for
All beers are
the morning show.
beers.
Oh, that's true. Aren't they all really?
Oh, wow. Now, what's his clocking in at?
Oh, wow. Oh, the nose is a little different than the
7.5.
tast. I'm getting a whole lot of hops.
7.5 and 8 is where I'm around.
Yeah.
It's my favorite area.
Yeah. You talk about ABV.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure. We get the
No,
There's
horsepower.
There's a lot of numbers
Yeah.
flying around here. I just want to make sure we got the right thing.
This is
That's very good.
Math-based episode.
But your description of it is not deceiving, but the flavor that you get is not. It's very. I feel like it's very traditionally IPA-ish.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not feeling or tasting a whole bunch of maple in there.
Yeah.
You can smell it.
Smell it.
It's still a delicious beer.
Yeah. Wow. That's awfully good.
Again, this is another sipper.
Yes.
All the other ones besides the Imperial, you can crush a few of those, but I would definitely take your time with this one and
Yeah.
enjoy
Just
it.
exactly. Enjoy the flavors of what you're drinking.
75 minutes, by the way, was the original length of the show. And there was a lot of demand, a lot of clamor. We were like, all right, 85, 90. And then they kept pushing. But 75, that was the original.
go.
They probably took that from us, actually,
did.
now I think about it. 75 minutes.
I'm going to send a strongly worded email.
Are we only down
All
to
caps?
are we only down to one more beer?
Yep, that's it.
Oh, no. This has gone way too fast. All right, let's savor. What do we got?
So this is the last one in this variety pack. It's all Things Yet IPA.
Okay. Please explain.
I don't know what the name means.
It may be self-explanatory, but
Yeah,
I don't think it is.
So this one they use their botanicals that you would find in gin typically.
In gin?
In gin.
Really?
Yeah, so gin is usually a neutral spirit like vodka or something like that, and then they add the botanicals, and that's what makes it gin.
Okay.
So if you throw it in a beer, this is what you get. I have not had this yet, so
Really?
this is the first time
Oh.
for me tasting as well.
While you were doing that, I had the Gene Simmons. It's cold gin time again. That's what was in my head. So it's weird that you had that and you had the. All right. Well, this is a Josh first. Then I like this. I like that you're getting to break ground with us.
Yeah, every
on this
once in
one.
a while I get to try something new.
And honestly, this is how the Native Americans and the Pilgrims did together. They had never tried pumpkin pie and turkey together, but they did it. They had it first time together at Plymouth Rock on the first Thanksgiving, and they were happy about it. And they drank wine and beer. Probably. I don't know if that's right.
Wine with beer?
Probably. All right. Here we go.
So this has juniper, coriander, lemon peel, cardamom. So pretty much a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
that is-
Wow. That's a lot of botanicals.
Oh. So the nose on that is
Yep. Okay.
Oh, no. But
that's
again,
a different flavor.
The nose is different than I'm liking the taste.
Yeah, the nose is way different than the flavor.
That is a very unique,
it's very layered.
still an IPA.
Yep.
Okay. I'm liking it. But it is layered. You're right.
I like gin,
Yeah?
so I like this. So I'd assume if you're not a gin fan because of the botanical, probably not good.
Well,
Point won't be quite up your speed, but you have 9 other beers to choose from in the variety pack.
Yeah.
Give those 3 away.
That's right.
I'm a gin fan as well, but I only drink gin with my Long Island iced teas. I replace the tequila with gin.
Oh, but you're getting 6 other liquors in there to.
You know, I
Well, I
once
can't have tequila.
I was in the back seat of a car one time, taking a spring break to Daytona Beach from
I like where
Georgia.
this is
one time.
going.
Yeah, and
Better than my story.
And the drink of choice in the front seat was, of course, non-alcoholic, but in the back seat it was gin, and I had never had gin before, and so I pretended to like gin. But then when you develop an appreciation for gin, and then you make it a beer,
Yeah.
and that's only available here.
In that variety pack.
Oh man, you got to get that variety pack. You got to get it. And as Josh told you, it's limited edition.
Yep.
So don't wait. And honestly, while it looks like it would make a perfect holiday gift, again, give it to yourself. Don't give that away.
Obviously, you guys can't see the package,
Yeah.
but it's red
You
and
can
green.
if you go to 95.7 The Hog on YouTube.
Exactly. It's a red and green package, very Christmas themed. On the top of the box, it has a built-in tag that says to and from, so you can just write your name on there. You don't even
Really?
typo. Yep.
Sorry, I gave it to myself. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Perhaps I made
You
a
don't have
mistake
to give
or
it
not.
away.
That's right. No, I wouldn't give that away at all. That's great. Yeah, and you're right. When you get those samplers, you could give away one of the beers that you don't like as much as the others. In this case, that is none. I'm giving away none of
Real
those.
careful, you can slip one out without opening it all the way.
Yeah.
And just pretend you have no idea.
It's an 11 pack.
Yeah.
How do you know this?
It's just a theory.
It's a trade. It's a trade secret. Yeah, absolutely. You got to go to srperrott.com to find that one out. It might not be there, but that could be an Easter egg you might want to throw in there as well. Man, Dogfish
I
Head.
do like that flavor.
Yeah, me too.
It's
certainly
not a flavor
different.
I've had in a beer before.
No, exactly. I agree.
What did we learn? Well, gin's more than just a song by Kiss. We learned that you can put syrup in a beer and make it awesome.
You can put wine in a beer.
That's right.
Yep,
and
on a
you can pour it on pancakes or waffles, preferably waffles, because pancakes they break apart too easily. And we learned that is going home with me.
Yep.
Right, Guy?
I haven't had tequila. I'm good.
All right. You know what I always say? Cheers.